Barry Trotz talked about the way this first period unfolded, and really the game was the final 4.5 minutes of period number one, and they gave up 3 goals over that stretch.
Yeah, over the first 10 minutes, as the coach said, it wasn't all that bad. They spent a lot of time in their own zone, but eventually they broke through. That was a great outlet pass by Hartman and a nice play by Bonino as he hangs on, go to his backhand, and Yardcroc just stops in front of the net. It's just a perfect pass from Bonino, and that's an easy goal. You can see he's got his head up, a nice little pull. Pelk misses with the poke check, and that gives Bonino just enough time to be able to slide that puck across. 1-0 lead, and then this guy here, Forsberg. Great touch pass by Arvidsson in the middle of the ice, and Johansson with a perfect pass, and an even better shot. Notice the release, Brendan. Outstanding. No handling of the puck. On his stick, gone, and the 2-0 lead for Nashville. And that was really happening in a hurry, and then Nashville would finish that game, the period off, with another good play. Johansson strong, and then that's why you score goals in this league. Arvidsson found a soft spot, stopped, another quick release, and they had 3-0. Islanders in position, but not really in position. You have to give Arvidsson a lot of credit. He was a little bit smarter than the Islanders in the first period.
And that last one came with 9.2 seconds remaining in that first period. Yarncrook, Forsberg, and Arvidsson all scoring in the first period. And you would have thought the Islanders were done after that, but they came back. They made it a strong game in the second period, and they were led by the line of Nelson, Lee, and Eberle. What'd you like from Brock Nelson?
I love the response of the entire hockey team, but Brock Nelson just seems to be getting more and more confident with his game. He's handling the puck better. He's making better decisions. He's making better passes, and he's playing with just a whole lot more pace, in my opinion. Brock Nelson, again, strong, out muscles the defender and makes a nice quick pass to Eberle, and then Brock Nelson's in front of the net. I mean, he's battling. He's going to those dirty areas. He's hungry. He signed just a 1-year deal, so perhaps that's what it's all about. But again, you see the opportunities from Brock Nelson. Brock Nelson's always been a goal scorer, but not necessarily a playmaker. This is what he does best. He can score. He's got a wonderful release on the shot, and that was a great play by Anders Lee, driving towards the net, and so great timing on that line, and they were good. They continued to create opportunities. There's a shot coming through the slot. Again, patience with him, and then of course Jordan Eberle really strong, and again another opportunity for Brock Nelson. So that line seems to really found some magic, and it all starts with your centerman. If your centerman's skating, thinking, making things happen, the line usually goes well.
Came into the season sitting on 99 career goals, so that was number 100 for Brock Nelson in game number 402, his 18th career goal in the month of October. Well, Andrew Ladd started this season on injured reserve. He missed the first 3 games, was activated prior to today's game, and they put him on the line with Filppula and Komarov to start. But as Barry Trotz mentioned, he broke out the blender in the second period, starting moving pieces around, and he winds up on a line with Matt Barzal. His first shift with Matt Barzal, he winds up scoring.
Well, I think he wanted to see where Andrew Ladd really was with his conditioning and how much jump did he have. And as Andrew Ladd said, if you play with Matt Barzal, you better get yourself in position. And a good read by Matt Barzal. That was a turnover by the Nashville Predators. And then you can see that Andrew Ladd sees that Barzal has time in behind the net and just slides away from Josie. And that's what you have to do. You have to get into the holes. You have to find those soft areas. And Ladd, with a good wrist shot, gets the Islanders back into the game. It's 3-2 at that time.
Yeah, that was in the middle of the second period. You see 7 goals against Nashville for Andrew Ladd. Of course, he spent a lot of time in the Central Division with Chicago and Winnipeg, so he's seen them 37 times throughout his career. And his goal came in his first game of the season after missing the last 3 with an injury. And so the Islanders were back in this one, 3-2 going into the third period, and then a penalty. The only penalty called until the final minutes. That also led to the empty netter, but the only penalty called until that point against the New York Islanders. They needed a kill and they couldn't get it.
Yeah, and that was Anders Lee with a great second effort. Unfortunately, he got his stick in the legs of Fiala. And there's the trip, and I think he jumped a little bit, but doesn't matter. But Kyle Turris, the Islanders win the face-off, and that's the frustrating part. Thomas Hickey tries to get it out. He's under duress. He doesn't get it done. And then Yoshi makes a great play to Turris. Turris has the presence of mind to keep his head up, watch him look. And, of course, Leonard gets caught in between. He looks for the poke check, and anytime you do that, you're vulnerable down low. But just a great play by Yossi, and then an even better play by Turris. And that was an important part of the game because, as Barry Trotz said, you kill that, it's still 3-2. And now you got time to be able to pick up 1 goal. You can pull your goaltender knowing you only have to score a goal. So it was a bad time to give up the perfect shutout as far as penalty killing was concerned. But overall, I think you got to look at the Islanders and say, okay, they didn't quit. They continued to battle, and they lost against a very good hockey team.